on the move. Tap that app and stay in the game 24/7. Download it now on the App Store or Google Play. SyntechSportsFan.com. The Syntech Sports Fan app, where Central Texas sports lives.
From the Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Welcome to the Baylor Coaches Show, presented by Central National Bank on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Today's show is broadcast live from Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue and brought to you by Central National Bank, your leading independent bank. Texas Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. TFNB, your bank for life, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Baylor Scott and White Health, the official hospital and healthcare system of Baylor Athletics. Your healthcare, your way. HEB, the official grocer of Baylor Athletics. Proudly serving Texans since 1905. Rudy's Barbecue, the home of real Texas barbecue. Now, here's your host, the voice of the Baylor Bears, John Morris.
National Bank, we are live at Rudy's on the Circle in Waco. We do appreciate your being with us tonight. Great crowd here at Rudy's. Thank you very much. Those of you listening on our flagship station in Waco, those of you watching on the Baylor Athletics Facebook page, welcome to you as well. And those of you watching, you can see our first guest tonight, Baylor track and field head coach Michael Ford. Welcome to you, Coach Ford.
Thank you. Thank you for having me early.
It is kind of early for you.
Early
yes.
season, but I'm looking forward to it.
Good. We appreciate you making it work, and when it's early season for you, that's because you've got a season that lasts almost 10 months, doesn't it?
Our season lasts about a year.
Right,
we just roll
it does.
into the next one. So we still have a few of our one former athlete, one current athlete still competing. Well, two former athletes. And they'll finish up this week, and then we just started practice last week. So, we're already getting ready for the next season.
That's 12 months. I mean, that covers 12 months
exactly.
there. That is wild. I mean, no other sport comes close to that, really, at Baylor, do they?
No, I think if we had probably track and field in the U.S. more, then we probably would shut it down a little earlier.
Yeah,
but
right.
With the European circuit, season goes a little longer.
Right.
And everything now with our World Championships and with our Olympics, everything kind of got pushed back till late August or September. And so that's how it'll be for the next few years until we change it again.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you ever do anything to combat that, like starting things any later in the fall?
No, I think for me, our main concern is our college season. Our college season always stays the same, but we've had so many elite athletes afterwards that keep competing, and so for them it draws it out maybe 2 more months longer. So just trying to make sure they're prepared to be able to compete at any international championships they have, then that's what we'll try to do.
That's true. The focus is the collegiate season,
yes.
And the ones that are still going, they're in Tokyo right now.
Yes,
Nathaniel Ezekiel,
Yeah.
and
Demario Prince, he just actually finished up yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday their time.
Yesterday,
they're
Tokyo
14 hours ahead of us, but Nathaniel ran today, made his first final at a major championship, so we're looking forward to watching him run on Friday.
Nice. And this is the World Championships in
World
Tokyo.
Championship.
So he runs in the finals on Friday.
Yes.
Is that televised anywhere here?
Yes, it'll be on Peacock. It'll be on NBC, probably CNBC.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that normally watch it. Yeah.
Very good. The network of the Olympics.
Yes.
And they're really pretty good very good for track and field. How's Nathaniel doing? Obviously, pretty well.
Yeah, he's doing well. He had the fastest time going into the final this morning here. Ran 47:47. He'll have some stiff competition. He'll have the Olympic champ from last year, Rod Benjamin. He'll have the world champion, Corson Warholm running in there, and then DeSantos actually won, world champs, the last world champ. So he'll have some former world champs and Olympics champions running in that race tomorrow.
Wow.
On Friday.
He's right there with them, though.
Yeah, he has a really good shot. A lot of it's going to depend on the lane draw. I haven't seen that yet, but it depends on the lane draw. And I think everybody who's on that particular day has got a good shot to do well. But I think it'll take 46. He'll have to PR for sure.
Wow.
But it'll take 46 seconds to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was a national champion here last year, 400 hurdles. Alexis Brown was a national champion, the indoor long jump. She's working through a little rehab right now?
Yeah, she had a slight injury at her last competition in Poland, and so now she got a PRP shot, and now she's doing a rehab, and she'll be back. She'll start training back in mid-October, getting ready for. They have an indoor world championships next year. And she'll get ready for that.
Gotcha. Give us an update on Trayvon Bromell also. What's he doing now?
He is just practicing handoff, so I'm praying that the U.S. gets to stick around the track this year. So he'll be running at least in the semifinal, and then they'll make a decision on the final coming up. But he's doing well. I talked to him actually this morning, and just getting ready to run. He should be probably running third leg.
Practicing handoffs.
Yes, practicing handoffs. So we haven't got to stick around in a while. So
yeah,
we're working on that.
That's a small thing, but it's a big thing.
Yeah, it's probably the biggest thing that we need to do.
Maybe so. That's pretty cool. Any other former Baylor Bears running professionally we need to know about?
No, DeMar Francis. He's running for Jamaica. He had a short season. And that's probably about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, very good. We're going to catch up on this year's team. We'll do that. We'll take a break. Be back with more in just a moment. We are off and running on the Baylor Coaches Show, presented by Central National Bank. Coach Michael Ford, our first guest tonight, Baylor track and field head coach, and we'll be right back after this.
A bank in any town USA treats everyone like, well, anyone. At Central National Bank, we provide Central Texans with a different kind of banking. We believe in people over processes, listening over telling, and helping our customers over helping ourselves. Come to Central National Bank and experience the difference. Bank different, Bank Central. Central National Bank, member FDIC. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
The Toyota Trucks Game Day sales event is on, and there's no one key to victory. You need strength. You need power. You need agility. You need a team that shows up ready to win. And Toyota Trucks, yeah, they bring the full roster. The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are built for it all. With available bed-mounted power outlets, massive towing capability, and a cabin fit for your crew, Toyota Tundra and Tacoma don't just show up to game day, they dominate it. Kick off the season with big savings during the Toyota Trucks Game Day sales event. But hurry, these deals won't last forever.
Toyota is a proud partner of Baylor Athletics. Wear green, haul gold in a new Tundra or Tacoma. Built to take you wherever the road leads, on game day and beyond. Visit your local Toyota dealer today.
Toyota, let's go places. See packages and options at toyota.com for feature availability.
Y'all listen up. Let me tell you something about group meals from Rudy's Barbecue. It's got all you need for all the folks you gotta feed, smoked meat, sides, and more. There's everything down to the tablecloth, just like the one that you see at the store. At a bridal shower, it's better than flowers. And a long business meeting, it'll pass the hours. It'll feed all the cousins at a family function. It's better than potluck at a church luncheon. Next time you need to feed 10 or more, call and order a Rudy's group meal.
Next in line. You're listening to the Baylor Coaches Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Central National Bank, Waco's leading independent bank. We are live at Rudy's again this evening every Wednesday during the fall, and come join us at Rudy's on the Circle in Waco. Rudy's a proud sponsor of Baylor Athletics. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com for some real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. Don't forget, Rudy serves breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m. Continuing with Coach Michael Ford, Baylor track and field. All right, next segment, we'll get to questions from the audience.
Okay.
But this one is so good, I don't want you to answer it now, but I want to put it in front of everyone now. Bob, it's one of your questions. And then we'll get your thoughts on it next segment.
Okay.
But Bob Barrett says, what 4 Baylor people belong on the BU track, Mount Rushmore? Okay. That's a really good question.
I have 3.
You've got 3.
I have 3 in my head right now.
About 50 came to mind. 2 are top of mind for me. So we'll do that next segment.
Okay.
Okay. Don't even tell us your
All
three right now.
All right.
Okay. Good.
And then I'll think
question.
of my fourth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, only 4.
Only 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Tell us about what's the schedule here in the fall? What do you have coming up?
Well, right now we're just getting ready. We're in our, we call it preseason training. We're in our 8 hours, compliance-wise, we're in our 8 hours, so we get to work out basically an hour a day. Most of us are going Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday,
okay,
and then giving them off day on Wednesday. It is basically kind of getting them in shape and working on some small details of how to start, how to jump a little bit, how to pole vault. But everything is pretty much a lot of technical, and getting kind of the rust off everybody who's been off. Because a majority of our team has been off since on a long end, maybe since May, and then on a short end with the ones that went to NCAAs since June.
Yeah.
And then we had a few that actually ran at the USA Champs, and they were in July. So really just getting them back into shape, and then we'll start cranking it up probably like mid-October, November, getting ready for indoor season.
Gotcha. And again, it is such a long season that you got a pretty good on-ramp here in the fall.
Yeah, like I always tell them, like, we don't need to get in shape to get in shape. A lot of times they're like, oh, we need to do a lot more in the summer.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. I mean, we technically, before they go home for the break, we have about 14 weeks to get ready for training,
okay,
and then we'll open up the season, I believe, at Texas Tech this year, and then we'll go to A&M. So we have a full schedule this year.
That's indoor?
Indoor.
Okay.
And then we'll have our Big 12 championship back in Lubbock, and then we'll have outdoor at Arizona. We'll have 3 home meets this year, a little different, and yeah, so we're looking forward to those.
Very good.
Yeah.
When you were running, when you were competing, and you talk about that break, for some it's May to September, or some it's July to September. Did you do that, and could you do that? I mean, completely make the most of a break?
Yeah, I mean, we always finished in June, so we're used to going through June, but they didn't have so many meets afterwards. And there was, I think back in the 90s, it was a little different, where the schools weren't paying for you to go to extra track meets either.
Yeah.
And now we are. But I think for us, we finished our NCAA season, maybe went to USA Championships, and then we had probably like a 6 or 7 week break, and we were either in summer school or working,
right,
and then getting ready for the next fall.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us about the makeup of your team. Did you say 16 newcomers this year?
Yeah, 16 newcomers. 10 of them are freshmen, and then we have a couple of transfers. It's a good bunch. We have some field events. We have some sprinters. We have some distance runners. And I think people say that we lost a lot. I mean, we lost Alexis, who's a national champion. But I think our core is back on our ladies' side. We have nine young ladies that scored indoor. 8 of them scored outdoor. And then on the men's side, we were really young on the men's side. I think we have 3 guys coming back that scored at Big 12's indoor and outdoor. So we're a young team, but I actually think we're going to be a better team. I think we're going to be a better team overall.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Recruiting-wise, it sounds like it was a pretty good year for you.
Yeah, very good year. I think we filled some gaps that we needed, especially like in our 4x4 on the men's side. Our ladies 4x4 was really young, but losing Lexus and Michaela Francois on our 4x1. But we had some young ones that didn't run on there, and I think they're going to be good too. So I think our 4x1s will be really fast this upcoming year, and our 4x4s will be better. And you lose Alexis, but then you got Janae, who jumped 22 feet as a freshman last year.
Wow. And
she also scored in the Big 12 and the 100, and so she could probably be on the 4x1 also. So I think on our freshman side, last year's freshmen, we had, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 that scored at the Big 12, and that's usually unheard of. Usually you have to wait till their sophomore year, but between Janae, Jordan, who else? Austin scored, Hannah scored, Logan scored. Yeah, we had a bunch of little freshmen that actually stepped up last year, so we're looking forward to seeing what our new freshmen can do this year.
Yeah, very good. Anybody new on your staff? Same staff?
Same staff. Yeah, we lost one, Coach Shaq.
Yes.
Went to Tennessee.
Yes.
But everybody else is back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. There is one new member of your staff as well, Jerry Hill.
Yeah, Jerry.
With athletic communications. Jerry Hill now with track and cross country.
Yes, he's actually done a great job. One of the things I love about Jerry is he's a great storyteller. for track and field and Baylor athletics. So he's definitely someone very valuable to me. So when I got the phone call that he was going to be my new SID, I was really happy, just because one thing, I don't need to teach him anything.
Right.
We both don't use social media a whole bunch, but we'll get to that. But he tells a great story about Baylor athletics, and so for me, it was a blessing to have him and have him now.
Very well said, Jerry. I'm not going to make any wise comments, but that's very well said. Jerry adding to his other duties now, helping athletic communications with track and cross country. Here's something fairly new. You're engaged now.
Yes.
Not married. I asked you when you sat down, are you married yet? Coming in July.
Yes, coming in July. We're doing a destination wedding in Cancun, Mexico. July 17th. I'm praying that there's no track meets that weekend.
There better not be.
Hopefully not. If there is, we'll get married on Friday, and I'll be flying out on Saturday
to
go to a track meet. She might not like that,
right.
But looking forward to that new partnership.
Right.
And
Good for you.
She just moved to Waco about a month ago, and she's looking forward to being in green and gold.
Yeah.
Instead of the red and gold at Iowa.
At Iowa. She coached at Iowa.
Yes, she coached at Iowa.
And tell me her name again.
China Davis.
China Davis. Very good. And glad to have her in Waco. That's great.
Yes.
Big football fan, you say.
Great football fan. She's Baylor's her second team.
Yeah.
She's a big Buckeye fan.
Okay.
Growing up in Ohio, but she represents Baylor quite well when she's at the meets and at the games.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's great. Congratulations
Thank
again
you.
on that. All right, let's take a break. I want to leave plenty of time for these questions. Jerry, I want you in on this one as well. The Mount Rushmore of Baylor track and field, top 4, which I think is a great question. So we'll get that and more. It's very hard, almost impossible.
Yeah, so I just want to apologize up front if I forget to leave somebody off of it.
Well, you're going to leave off a lot of really good. Yeah. So we'll look at that when we come back, plus questions from the audience. All that when we come back on the Baylor Coaches Show. We are live at Rudy's. Hey, a reminder here at Rudy's, they've got these cups that are available now, and donations from the purchase of these cups go to Texas flood relief. And this is the month of September. So contribute to that. You know it's a very good cause. And Rudy's, their heart's in the right place. They've got these and helping collect funds for Texas flood relief. Right here at Rudy's, our home for the Baylor Coaches Show. And we'll be right back after this.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
You're listening to the Baylor Coaches Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From Rudy's this evening, we appreciate your being with us tonight. Questions from the audience coming up. Do we start with this Mount Rushmore question or do we end with that? I'm afraid if we start with it, we won't get to any of the other questions.
Let's go one, and then we'll come back to that one.
Yes, I agree. Yes. All right, so we're going to come back to that. Bob Barrett's question of who is the Mount Rushmore of Baylor track and field? A terrific question. We'll come back to it. We got Jerry to weigh in on that also. Bob asked another question. Tell us about Ezekiel and what he's done the last few months. We sort of covered that with him at the World Championships and running in the finals in the World Championships this Friday. Roy asked, do we have a potential, is it Cooper Lukenhaus on the way to Baylor? Now, this is a high school student athlete.
Yes.
Don't answer that question.
Very good talent. That's what I'll say.
Okay. Look him up if you don't know his name, right? And we don't want to get you in trouble with a recruitable student athlete. Roy has another question. What freshmen are we going to get excited about next spring, men or women?
Men or women. I would say Alyssa Jones. She's from the Houston area. She's a long jumper, sprinter. Jumped 20 feet, also run 11.4 and 23.3. She's gonna have a good season. We also have a high jumper, Landon Freeman, from the Houston area. He's jumped 7 foot. We haven't had a high jumper in a while, so looking forward to him. He was second at state in 6A this past year. So I would say those two right now, off the top of my head.
Very good. All right, there's some names. Bob comes back with another question. Can Baylor track thrive when it doesn't share in Baylor's $20.5 million revenue share?
Good question.
Yeah.
I think we can. There's before Nathaniel and even DeMario Prince, they actually had NIL deals before the revenue even came up. So there's a lot of opportunities for track and field, but they definitely have to hustle to get it. But there's some opportunities for us, and we're just trying to make sure that we continue to tell our student athletes how they can and when they can do it. But there's definitely opportunities. Yes, sir.
Are they more, for the top athletes, international opportunities, even more than United States?
Well, track and field is so international now,
right.
But there's definitely a lot of opportunity. The thing about track and field is the people that have the most followers, of course, they're going to get the bigger contracts, but also they have to perform well.
Yeah.
And so for Nathaniel, he performed well during indoor season. That's all he got his deal with for On, and then eventually when he turned pro, he signed with On.
Yeah.
Same thing with DeMario. DeMario still, he was only really a freshman outdoor because he redshirted his first year. So he has an NIL deal with Adidas, So, but those two guys can't do anything in the U.S. Marketing-wise. Yes, that's just because of the visa status.
Wow, interesting.
So they could post things now since they're over. Well, at least DeMario can. But they can't do anything in the U.S.
Interesting. Yeah. All right, very good. Great question, Bob. Thank you. Jessica Bankele is right over there. Jessica asked, I like this one. If you did a field event, which one do you feel like you could do best?
Oh, that's easy. Triple jump.
Really?
Yeah, I
the
was
triple
a
jumper.
Yeah, I was a 48.5 triple jumper
Were you really?
in high school. Yeah.
Yeah. To sprinter. Triple jump to sprinter.
Yes, I was. I started, and the funny thing is, I started as a long jumper, triple jumper coming out. So I was a 23.6 long jumper and a 48.5.
You were good.
And then Coach R. And then I started running the quarter. Honestly, by mistake.
Right.
Yeah, my club coach needed an extra leg, and he threw me on there, and then I stopped jumping after that.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Did Coach R ever talk to you about doing both here?
Yes. Freshman year, we used to have the Southwest Conference Championship in Fort Worth. At the
indoors?
Yeah, indoor at the real Roy Rogers Center.
That not Roy Rogers. Roy, what was that called? Downtown Fort Worth.
Yeah, but it smelled like a cattle.
Yeah,
because that's where they had the cattle. But that year, my freshman year, he realized he was like, we're trying to get points. So he said, hey, we're going to learn how to jump again.
Yeah.
We went to M&M Mars. They had a plant, and we had a makeshift long jump pit.
Yeah.
and I went out there for about 2 weeks, but I never got my steps right, so I didn't do it. So I ended up doubling in the 2 and the 4 and the 4x4.
How about that? Did you jump into a pit of M&Ms? Is that what it was?
I wish I did. Yeah.
That would have ended the long jump career.
Probably wouldn't have came out of it.
Pretty quick. All right, Scott Kelly is right there. Scott asked, what is the key on shutting down the run? Oh, this is a football question. Let me hold that. You want to answer a football question?
Yeah, I probably could.
Shutting down the run. Share it with Coach Aranda.
You got to stop. You got to stack the box.
Coach, they're helping you out here.
Yes, you got to stack the box.
We'll save that one for Coach Aranda. All right, here we go. Mount Rushmore of Baylor track and field. Now, Jerry brings up a good point. And, Bob, what did you intend this to be? Men and women combined, or one separate for men, one separate for women? Separate?
Oh.
Okay, that makes it better. That's what Jerry was suggesting. All right, let's do the women first.
Okay, ladies first.
Yes.
Of course,
Mount Rushmore.
I would have to go with Stacy Smith. She's our first national champion on there. I would say Tiffany Townsend because she has the most All-American. She's also a Baylor Hall of Famer. I would say another one, I would probably put Tiffany McReynolds.
Ooh, little Tiff.
Just because she was a 3-time runner-up at NCAAs in the hurdles, also was a school record holder. And then on the other one, I would have to say, I would probably say Alexis Brown, or if I had to slice it, I would put Aaliyah Miller.
Oh, Aaliyah Miller.
Yeah.
That's a good
Several
one.
times Big 12 champ, national champ.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's on there, and Aaliyah's on your staff now, too. That's really good. Yeah. That's really good. Jerry had Stacy, Tiffany Townsend, Sandy Forsythe, who was the first female first female track and field student athlete who made it to the NCAAs, and Annie Rhodes. He had Annie Rhodes on there, who had a terrific pole vaulting career. All right, men's Mount Rushmore.
The men are a little harder because we've been doing it a lot longer.
Yeah.
But I would definitely go with Coach Hart first because he basically started the program.
You're right.
And he also ran at Baylor.
And has the school record.
Still has the school record for the 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. So we have to put Coach Hart. Of course, Michael Johnson. The Michael Johnson. And then I would go with, this is probably going to surprise you, I would go with Todd Harbor.
Oh, nice.
Another 3-time runner-up at NCAA's, school record holder, had the mile record for a long time too. And then my other one, people will be surprised, but I'll say Tony Miller.
Yeah.
Just because he had the most All-American titles ever at Baylor. Yeah. Tony Miller. So that would be mine.
Oh.
There's so many other ones, but those are the ones that just pop in my head.
Yeah. That's really good. I mean, that's a great list. Obviously, when you're just doing 4, you're going to leave off a lot of people. I mean, we could do a Mount Rushmore of quarter milers.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
You can go with Jeremy Warner. You got Darrell Williamson. You got Brandon Couts. Marlon Ramsey. Dion. Yeah, you have a list of quarter milers.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be a pretty good Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Just
Bayano Kamani. He was an NCAA champion in the 400 hurdles twice.
Yeah. Twice.
Yeah.
All right, Bob, that's a really good question. I like that. And good answers. Now, I won't ask you if we had to have just 4 men's and women's combined. Or maybe I will ask you.
Well, Coach Hart would definitely be on that one.
Right.
Just all the stuff he did off the track, on the track, international, NCAAs, he would be my number 1. Michael Johnson, of course, and then, of course, Stacy Smith. Yeah. Just being who she is as a person, but also she was the first national champ on the female side. And I would say probably, even though I didn't put him on my list, I would probably use Jeremy Warner.
Jeremy Warner, yeah.
Because of a very short career at Baylor. He was only here for 2 years.
Yeah.
But he went undefeated his last year. Won the Olympics, got the school record still. Yeah. So I would probably go with Jeremy Warner.
Culminated with the Olympic gold medal. And what was his comment after he won the Olympic gold?
I'm done.
Well.
And then he didn't. And then he let his teammate run the anchor leg on the 4x4 too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Darrell. But didn't he say, Coach, I just broke the school record, right?
Yeah, he was more happy about the school
He
record.
won the gold medal, and his first words were, Coach, I just broke the school record.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
All right, that's great.
And now he's coaching on the U.S. team. He's working on the U.S. team this year.
Is he really? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nice. All right, great exercise there, the Mount Rushmore of track and field. I think somewhere Michael Ford has a spot on that list as well.
Maybe as a coach. I am the 4th coach at Baylor track and field, so I am on that.
Those
Rushmore.
four,
Yeah,
right?
I'm on those four. Yeah.
You're on that one for sure. But that was fun. Bob, very good question. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
No,
we appreciate it. Good luck here in the fall, and we'll have you back
Looking
again in the
forward to it.
spring.
Thank you so
Michael
much.
Ford, Baylor track and field. Take a break. Be back in a moment. Dave Aranda joins us when we come back. We'll turn the focus to Baylor football opening Big 12 play this weekend. We are live at Rudy's on the Baylor Coaches Show, presented by Central National Bank.
The Toyota Trucks Game Day sales event is on, and there's no one key to victory. You need strength. You need power. You need agility. You need a team that shows up ready to win. And Toyota Trucks, yeah, they bring the full roster. The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are built for it all. With available bed-mounted power outlets, massive towing capability, and a cabin fit for your crew, Toyota Tundra and Tacoma don't just show up to game day, they dominate it. Kick off the season with big savings during the Toyota Trucks Game Day sales event. But hurry, these deals won't last forever.
Toyota is a proud partner of Baylor Athletics. Wear green, haul gold in a new Tundra or Tacoma. Built to take you wherever the road leads, on game day and beyond. Visit your local Toyota dealer today.
Toyota, let's go places. See packages and options at toyota.com for feature availability.
A bank in any town USA treats everyone like, well, anyone. At Central National Bank, we provide Central Texans with a different kind of banking. We believe in people over processes, listening over telling, and helping our customers over helping ourselves. Come to Central National Bank and experience the difference. Bank different, Bank Central. Central National Bank, member FDIC. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
Hey Baylor fans, game day experiences for the 2025 football season are on sale now. Fans can purchase exclusive experiences online, including on-field photos, sideline access during warm-ups, tunnel access during the team runout, an in-game radio booth experience with the voice of the Bears, a birthday bash, and much more. There is limited availability per game, so purchase your experience today at BaylorBears.com/group experiences to lock in your one-of-a-kind game day experience today.
You're listening to the Baylor Coaches Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Let's give you our Baylor Scott and White Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics health tip for the week. Don't let pain slow you down. We diagnose and treat sports-related injuries and provide orthopedic services for athletes and non-athletes alike. Visit a Baylor Scott and White Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Specialist and move like you used to. Folks, join me in welcoming Baylor head football coach Dave Aranda with us on the Coaches Show. Welcome, Coach.
Excited to be here.
Thanks for being here. You were here, you heard us doing the Mount Rushmore, Baylor track and field. We'll do that sometime with football, which would be an interesting exercise, wouldn't it?
There's some good eras. You'd have to build a slice and dice to find, but
we would.
Good collection of guys to choose from.
Yeah, that would be fun. We'll do that at some point. Congratulations on the win over Samford last week. Wraps up non-conference play, 2-1, heading into Big 12 play this week. Overall, how do you feel about what you got accomplished through the 3 non-conference games?
I believe everyone sees and understands what this team can be, like the potential of this team, the talent of this team, and the type of season that we can have. And I think that's way strong. We haven't reached that level yet. We've been able to gut out and fight through to get some wins, but needs to be much cleaner. It's got to be much, I think the running game is missing on offense. I think stopping the run is missing on defense. And these are things that are going to come up here on Saturday night, that to win the game, we have to do those things. And so it's kind of made to order that way. But I think everyone understands the potential of this team and the talent and what we can do with this season. And so it's a big step here for us on Saturday.
Is this just the next game for you? It's a very important game. Or is there a step up when you hit Big 12 play?
I think everyone sees the step up in Big 12 play. I think they all understand that we're trying to win the league, and this is way important to do that. But then, for us, our language has always been, hey, this is what it takes to win on Monday. This is what it takes to win on Tuesday. And then we stack some wins on top of each other. and we get some momentum going into Saturday. And so our talk's been that. I think at the beginning of the year we talk about how important it is to win the league and get a playoff spot and have a chance to go to the dance and do all these things. But in the middle of the season, it's more about trying to stack some small wins to try to get a big one.
One thing we don't talk about a lot is special teams and your kickers, but Palmer Williams, the Big 12 Specialist of the Week this week, man, that guy's a real weapon for you.
He is, and he's gotten better at placement and pinning guys, and he's gotten better with taking some off, some of the pop off on some of those kicks to where, if we're kicking from our 40 on the other side of it, we can pin them inside the 15 and the 10 and all that. And that's been a bit of a thing because he's got such a strong leg, and that, the ball goes into the end zone, and then the field position, we lose some yards with that. And so, yeah, I'm really proud of him. He is a weapon. It's always funny when the refs come to our practices. We want them to look in to see, are we holding, or is there any of this, and they always comment on Palmer on his
Right.
kicks, and I'm saying, hey, is that a legal formation we just did? And they're just up there looking at the ball, and so he has that effect on people. It's good. It's good for us.
You're taking opportunities away from him when you go for it on fourth down as much as you have.
That is very true. Yeah, that's true. And I think some of the struggles on Saturday was we're so reminded of how thankful we are to have him.
Yeah.
And he was able to flip some position, and early in the game when it should be better than what it was good to have him.
Very good. How about Arizona State coming in, defending Big 12 champs? Obviously, very talented team, another talented quarterback you can see.
Yeah, I was just kind of reviewing again. I've seen this 4 or 5 times, but it's kind of doing the quarterback profile tape, and he's just so impressive. I mean, he very similar to some of the guys that we've seen. I think he may even be a higher level of it, just the confidence of it, because he's been that guy now for over a year. But the scrambling part is very real. I think similar to the quarterback we saw in week 1, where it's real quick. If it's not there, he's out. And he just makes people pay with his legs. And there's so much that has to be improved on from that in our first week, and so this is an opportunity to show that improvement. And then, he's got a really good receiver that he looks to. And so wherever that guy's at, they move him around, he'll find them, and that's his first look. And it's one of those things where everybody knows it, and it hasn't changed, and very few people can stop it, and so it's a really strong challenge. I think the thing about him is that he's gritty, he's tough, he's a winner, and so you kind of have to, he's not going to want his will broken, and that's what you kind of have to do, and there's not a lot of people that have been able to do that.
Is this the best lines you'll see, offensive and defensive lines?
I think they're up there. I think very comparable with what we saw week 1. I think they're physical. They're experienced. Offensive line, particularly for them, a lot of returners. They've what they did last year. They're kind of doing it again. That the running back that they've got now is a talented runner. Obviously, they had a great one last year, but I think he was the PFF #2 rusher this last week, which was a percentage grade. They give him out, and so he's a talented dude, and we have to get a rush for 3 yards or less. We have not done that to the level that we should so far this year.
All right, very good. We're off and running with Coach Dave Aranda on the Baylor Coaches Show. We'll take a break, be back with more live from Rudy's in just a moment.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has 4 convenient locations serving Texas: San Marcos, Temple, Waco, and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
If you need a trailer, Flat Rock Trailers has got you covered. From light-duty single-axle utility trailers to the Big Tex tandem duals. We also carry a full line of enclosed cargo trailers. Need a motorcycle trailer? We've got them. Need a dump trailer? We've got the largest selection in the state. Oil field trailers? We carry a full line of Big Tex trailers to handle all your needs. Trailer repairs? We repair all makes and models. We'll even rent you a trailer if you need to use one for a day. Flat Rock Trailers, your #1 source for all your trailer needs. Find us at flatrocktrailers.com.
Y'all listen up. Let me tell you something about group meals from Rudy's Barbecue. It's got all you need for all the folks you gotta feed: smoked meat, sides, and more. There's everything down to the tablecloth, just like the one that you see at the store. And a bridal shower, it's better than flowers. And a long business meeting, it'll pass the hours. It'll feed all the cousins at a family function. It's better than potluck at a church luncheon. Next time you need to feed 10 or more, call and order a Rudy's group meal.
Next in line. You're listening to the Baylor Coaches Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back on the Baylor Coaches Show, presented by Central National Bank. We are live here at Rudy's. Coach Dave Aranda continuing with us. Coach, Bill and Kelly Eldridge are right back there. They live in Benton, Arkansas, so they come to Waco when we've got back-to-back home games.
Oh, wow.
So they come to the game, spend the week, and then they're here for the other games.
Very
and they
cool.
found the Coaches Show tonight.
That's so awesome. No,
welcome
thank you.
to you. We
Yeah,
appreciate y'all being here. And also, it is Ellie Cooper Holcomb's first Baylor Coaches Show. Am I all right?
Yes.
All right. How old? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 2 weeks?
Wow.
Holy cow. 2 weeks at the Baylor Coaches Show. And big brother Clark and big sister Lucy are really excited, but welcome and congratulations to Luke and Caroline on the birth of Ellie Cooper Holcomb. Glad all of you are here tonight. Clark, way to go, man. All right. It is Arizona State coming up this weekend. We talked a little bit about the Sun Devils. Let me ask you this, sort of an off-the-field question, but there's a proposal out there, I think, about going to one portal window, and I think the proposal is early January or maybe second week of January. What are your thoughts about that?
I think the 2 windows is always hard because I think in our experience, the first window is, hey, there's guys that are looking for playing time. There's guys that, hey, that I'm here at this school, it's not working out for whatever reason, and it's good. I feel like I need a change. There's that going on. There's still the tampering going on throughout the season. It's less of that, though, I feel, in that first portal window. The second portal window, as it stands now, for me, my experience of that is that it's heavy tampering and it's heavy, poaching your other team's players. There's less of, hey, I really need to move on and find a new spot. It's less of that. It's more of, hey, I've got this agent calling me, or I've got this player calling me on behalf of this coach that they're going to pay me 4 times more than what you're paying me, so I got to go. That's been the second portal window, and so we'll see what becomes. I think the game it's tough when it kind of moves in the area that it's going now, and you'd like to be able to kind of keep the spirit of guys going through hardships and starting somewhere and finishing somewhere, and hopefully we can get to some of that because we're definitely on the other side of that.
You're definitely in the favor of one portal window.
Yes.
Not multiple.
Yes.
And is January the right date? Is that your preferred date?
I think it's the better date because I think, again, who's on your team from January on, and you can rep your guys and get them and develop them and get to know them and get them in the right classes so they get their degree. I think when you come in late, there's always an opportunity to play, and you do your best to manage it and make an opportunity there. But I think, to get the right classes, sometimes summer schools, when kids come in late, they're taking 20-some credits so that they're eligible for fall. And, then they're just then behind then on the graduation piece. And so it's cleaner streets when it's one portal and it's in January.
I got you. Very good. All right, thanks for that. Your receivers, we may talk about this every week, but you've got such a great receiver room and so many weapons there this year.
Yeah, it's, I think the thing about Sawyer, and I think we talked about this last time, is that he's going through progressions and he's finding guys that are open. And I think he's able to see stuff that's coming, and with him and Spav kind of talking it out prior, he's able to anticipate stuff when it comes, and he's able to throw the guy that's open. I think in the past, the past being last year, I think there's guys that he really looked to. There was Monterey Baldwin, it was Hal Presley. And I think he still has some of that now. I mean, if Trig's out there, he was going to want to throw it to Trig, and he likes to throw it to Ashton Hawkins. But he's more open to the guys that are open. Sometimes that it seems easy, but it's tough to do when there's blitzes and pressures and things are changing in you, and so the look is changing. And so he's been really great at getting the ball to the guys that are beating the scheme and the coverage. And Kobe's been that guy quite a bit, but there's been others that have just showed up in that space, and so that's good for us because that spreads the ball around. We got talented guys that can do something with it.
You really got Lewis Brown involved last week also.
Excited for him. Yeah, he's so talented. I think at the end of fall camp, I think he was our best receiver.
Well,
he was our best guy, and the most productive guy in all the fall camp scrimmages and just making plays. And we're looking, so like we have one double or one of our double coverages. We're going, man, we have to double this guy. And it gets to we can't double all these guys. We have to double this guy. We have to double Lewis. And so, I think the start of the thing, him, being in the stadium for the first time, night game, and being a Baylor Bear for all these first-time things, I think he's got that out of his deal now. And I think there's a penalty last week, and then Spav and Sawyer went to him and went to him and went to him and went to him again and got him that touchdown. I think that, there's a time in there where it's right after the penalty, I go, bro, hey, this is when it happens for you. Watch, right? Hey, do something when you get it. And that's exactly what he did, so I'm way proud of him.
Wow.
I'm excited to see what he's going to do.
That's really cool. Great addition, getting him going last week. He's a guy that came in and earned a single-digit number, which says a lot about him.
Yeah. Blocking, catching, the whole thing. It just shows that these players are people, And so it's just to feel comfortable in a space and to kind of just play green or play free and not be thinking about stuff and not have these added pressures or these new things not have the outside affect the inside. That's a whole thing. That is a whole thing. And I think we're getting to that part with him where that's not the case anymore. So good for us.
All right. Very good. Let's take a break. We've got questions from the audience when we come back. Coach Dave Aranda here on the Baylor Coaches Show, presented by Central National Bank.
Are you ready for the action-packed experience of Baylor volleyball? Come watch the Bears all season long at the Farrell Center as the team battles to bring home another Big 12 Conference Championship to Waco. Secure your seats at BaylorBears.com/tickets and come be a part of the action courtside. We'll see you at the Farrell Center in Sikkim Bears.
A bank in any town, USA treats everyone like, well, anyone. At Central National Bank, we provide Central Texans with a different kind of banking. We believe in people over processes, listening over telling, and helping our customers over helping ourselves. Come to Central National Bank and experience the difference. Bank different, bank Central. Central National Bank, member FDIC, proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
The Toyota Trucks Game Day sales event is on, and there's no one key to victory. You need strength. You need power. You need agility. You need a team that shows up ready to win. And Toyota Trucks, yeah, they bring the full roster. The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are built for it all. With available bed-mounted power outlets, massive towing capability, and a cabin fit for your crew, Toyota Tundra and Tacoma don't just show up to game day, they dominate it. Kick off the season with big savings during the Toyota Trucks Game Day sales event. But hurry, these deals won't last forever.
Toyota is a proud partner of Baylor Athletics. Wear green, haul gold in a new...
Yes, sir.
Built to take you wherever the road leads, on game day and beyond. Visit your local Toyota dealer today.
Toyota, let's go places. See packages and options at toyota.com for feature availability.
You're listening to the Baylor Coaches Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
The Baylor Coaches Show presented by Central National Bank here at Rudy's as we are every Wednesday during the fall. Continuing with Coach Dave Aranda, questions from the audience, some great questions. Coach, here we go from Scott Van Kelly. Scott asked, what is the key on shutting down the run while containing the best wide receiver from Arizona State?
I think that line of scrimmage has to move in our favor. You know, you look at the very first play of the Auburn game, and the line of scrimmage moved the other way, right? I think we had, I want to say it was Cooper Lance struck and walked back his, from a 4-eye position, walked back his offensive tackle. But then I think at the nose position and the other 4-eye, we were, you know, all we're talking about is a matter of inches, but that's the whole game. That's it. And so since that game, we've been pressuring quite a bit to help kind of shore that piece of it up. And so we're going to have to be able to play, whether it's blitzing or it's base defense, that line of scrimmage has got to go the other way. So we've been emphasizing that and all the details and the tools that go with doing that. And so in having a really stout front, it allows you to get two guys on that receiver, which you have to be able to do. And so there are going to be times when it's going to be single high. We can lean that post safety over to where he's at, but the majority of it's going to be two high safety, and we got two guys on that guy, and that front has got to get knocked back. Yeah. And so we'll see. It'll be a big test for us.
All right, very good, Scott. Good question. Coach, thanks. Joel Allison right here asks, does Baylor ever practice the tush push?
We have to practice defending it. You know, it's one of those things where I went around in the springtime and went and visited a bunch of NFL teams and saw how they did it. Because we're seeing that Auburn, for example, ran it, and there's a couple other people that run that thing, and you know, it's kind of an unsafe play in a way. I mean, to what I saw in how to defend it is the front people have to launch themselves. The D-line have to launch and take out the O-line that's in front of them, and they got to lead with their head to do it. You know, there's people that I study with that where the interior people are doing that to take out the O-line, and then there's people on the sides that are launching over the O-line and D-line to lead with their head on the QB, and then the linebackers at the second level, and they're launching with their head at the QB. So it's just a bunch of this, you know, and so it's a little bit of a crazy thing to look at. But we practice, you know, with like a mat where we have to launch ourselves into the mat as if there's a guy there and stuff like that. But that's something that we see, and usually it's way critical yards. You're trying to, you know, are you trying to win and not lose? So it's a goal line deal or it's a 4th and 1 is when that play shows up.
Wow. All right. Joel, good question. Thank you. Roy asked, what defense does ASU run, and do they blitz a lot?
They've had a habit of blitzing in big time kind of critical moment situations, whether it goes back, you go back to the Texas game, you go back to this Mississippi State game. I think they want to be a 4-man rush cover 3 team and kind of keep everything in front of them. So a lot of just true zone where they'll get depth with their underneath people, and the corners will play a third, and the safety will play the middle third. To try to force the checkdowns. There's windows in there, and there's areas to throw in there. They have got a good rush with two edge rushers or some of their more productive players. But when it comes time to, hey, this is a got to have it, we would say, then they're blitzing, and they'll blitz everybody. So they'll go from kind of playing off and soft to just the whole thing's coming. And so they've had kind of mixed reviews with all that coming, and so we'll see how it plays out. We're going to have to find the voids within those spot drop zones and then do something with it.
All right, similar question from Bob Barrett. What one thing does Arizona State do well on offense and on defense?
On offense, they run the ball, and then the quarterback scrambles, which I would add into that run. And then on defense, they can rush the passer. And so they've got 2 really good edge rushers that are going to be some of the best in our league. They've got speed at the second level. There's a linebacker. It's kind of an undersized guy, but way talented and athletic. And can make tackles in space and all that, but the edge rushers are their best things. If they can get you in where they know you're throwing it and they just unleash those guys, that's when they're at their best.
All right, final question. Back to Roy. What group has shown the most improvement since week 1?
That's a good question. I'd probably say the running backs. I think we're playing some young people there, and we've had to kind of maneuver through some injuries there and try to be all the way healthy and everything. But some of our young guys, just pass protection to be in there. The freshmen have to learn it. There's not anyone else, to come in behind them. So they got to know, hey, if this safety's spinning down, capping that nickel, your eyes have got to go there. Or if the center points over here, now you're over there. And so there's a bunch of things that happen in the moment where they got to be on it. And on that side of the ball, with those coaches, they've done a great job. And so you feel comfortable with whoever's in there. Right, we got 2 freshmen that are playing quite a bit, so they've improved quite a bit.
Very good. Without Dawson Pendergrass, out for the year. So what's an update on him?
Good, yeah, good spirits. I mean, he loves his monster drinks. We got to get him to reduce the monster drink intake. We had the morning game, and he was 2-fisting it. I don't know if that's healthy.
Right. All right. Good questions. Thank you all very much. Coach, thanks for being here. We look forward to Saturday and the Big 12 opener.
Thank you, guys.
Coach Dave Aranda. We'll wrap things up on the Baylor Coaches Show right after this.
Premier ER and Urgent Care has all the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER, all under one roof. At every visit, be seen by ER-trained staff with on-site lab and CT, X-ray, ultrasound, and EKG. Here, you pay for the appropriate level of care that you receive, and we are in-network with most major insurance providers. Premier ER and Urgent Care has...
We'll have about a minute and a half.
Waco and Woodway. To learn more, visit www.premier.care.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Central Texas are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and savings accounts to earn interest or cash back. With 5 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
Are you ready for Baylor football? The Bears have an action-packed home schedule with premier matchups against Auburn, Kansas State, Utah, and defending conference champion Arizona State. You make the biggest impact in the stands, so get your season tickets now. Purchase your tickets today at BaylorBears.com/tickets for your seat at a rockin' McLean Stadium. Sic 'em Bears.
Y'all listen up. Let me tell you something about group meals from Rudy's Barbecue. It's got all you need for all the folks you gotta feed, smoked meat, sides, and more. There's everything down to the tablecloth, just like the one that you see at the store. And a bridal shower, it's better than flowers. And a long business meeting, it'll pass the hours. It'll feed all the cousins at a family function. It's better than potluck at a church luncheon. Next time you need to feed 10 or more, call and order a Rudy's group meal.
Next in line. You're listening to the Baylor Coaches Show.
I'll count you down.
Baylor Sports Media Network.
Up on this week's Baylor Coaches Show, live from Rudy's. Another fun hour, including Michael Ford, Baylor track and field coach, and Coach Dave Aranda. Look at the upcoming schedule of events. Men's golf, women's golf in action this week. How about equestrian? They are hosting their green and gold scrimmage. That is at 10 a.m. on Thursday, so that'd be tomorrow. Go get a good look at Casey Maxwell's equestrian squad. Volleyball is in Austin to take on Texas. It's a non-conference match, and volleyball's doing very well, coming off the win in their Big 12 opener over UCF in Orlando this week. And soccer opens Big 12 play against Texas Tech. That is Friday evening, 7 o'clock at Betty Lou Mays Field for Baylor soccer in their Big 12 conference opener. So come out and support Baylor soccer.
30
off to
seconds.
a terrific
30.
start. They are undefeated in non-conference play this year and opening league play on Friday. Good luck to Michelle Leonard and Baylor soccer.
20 seconds.
Hey, we appreciate you being with us this evening. We'll be back next Wednesday with another edition of the Baylor Coaches Show. It is presented by Central National Bank.